something units. Uh-oh. Foragers drop off plus 20% food. Okay, that's good for FCing. Very good. It's like basically a much better Frank's bonus. Settlements, which I think is a mixed resource camp, can train spearmen and skirmishers. Not really relevant for an FC. Although the spearman is okay. Infantry slingers, honestly, skirmishers is maybe okay too. Infantry slingers and skirmishers plus, yeah, HOANG would love that bonus, by the way, because he usually FCs with the market and blacksmith, but he wants both. He wants some spears and skirms to get his forward siege workshop. Oh goodness, I need to center this better. Okay, let me center it a little better. Okay, let me scale this bad boy down. There we go. Great. Okay. So yeah, that actually will be very good for specifically HOANG. Mounted units generate +3 gold when defeating military units. That's not really relevant. I mean, it's okay-ish. Enemy castles are revealed on the map. Ooh, I kind of like that bonus, but not super relevant. Unique units. The cavalry unit, the Kona, the Bolsa Rider, the mounted archer. Actually, the mounted archers get gold. That's actually pretty good. Unique techs, Bolsa Riders, Slingers, and Skirmishers deal pass-through damage. In general, just from a theory perspective, you'd prefer not to see any unique techs on the unit. Because that means the devs put all the power into the unit right up front. So from an all-in perspective, you prefer to not see any unique techs. Then we have a discount. Yeah, that's a bad one. Well, that's bad for I mean, that probably means the unit's not going to be that crazy because it has basically two things buffing it from unique techs. So that generally means it's not that good for an all-in. But there's some other things that are going to bring it back if I remember correctly. So yeah, they don't get a stable and no cav archers. So that's actually really good for an all-in because you're not expected to upgrade the unit, so they're going to bake in some stats to it. For example, Arambai only have access to the first armor, so they gave it 1 pierce armor for free over like a cav archer. And when, for example, when they nerfed Bengalis by taking away Parthian tactics, they just gave the Ratha more pierce armor just for free. So that's obviously really good for all-in if you can't upgrade the unit. That's exactly what you want in an all-in. Spearmen and skirmishers +2 line of sight. Okay, interesting. So yeah, it's got the Champi, which are I think just gonna be like an all-in in themselves. And then you got the Bolsas, which we can't see nothing. It's all blurry. And then yeah, this is great to see for an all-in. And we got the Kona, which is a mounted unit, so it's probably not going to be a good. It's a non-ranged mounted unit. They have okay-ish monks, but not good. Okay, that's the Mapuche. I think the Bolsa Rider will be probably a solid FC. Like Grenadiers would be my vibes. I don't actually know if that's true. We'd have to, actually play with the unit. But my intuitions, and I think Champi are going to be good in general. That's my intuitions on Champi, just based off their description. You got to remember, this is purely vibes based. Purely vibes based, guys. I have no clue what these units are. They did not post them in the balanced Discord. The Tupi, Archer, and Infantry civilizations start with +25 of each resource. So plus, what is that? Plus 100 res. So kind of like Lith. Villagers, garrison, and settlements. Okay, settlements are a thing for all these civs. Interesting. I don't know if settlements sounding kind of bad for an all-in. Just because they're probably going to be more expensive. Fallen units return 15% of their cost. Okay. Not very impactful, I wouldn't say, for an all-in, but it's okay. Archery range and barracks upgrades cost -50% food. Yeah, that's not really useful for an all-in. So far the garrison and the resources are the only thing that matters. Blackwood Archer, Foot Archer, and by Manus, I can't. It's too blurry. Cool warrior unit, and some unique text that buff their chompies and slingers, or chompy, and foot archers deal poison damage. Okay, interesting. Towers and castles provide +10 population space. Not really relevant for an all-in. So vibes-wise, and it looks like their tech tree is full for the archer unit, which is bad to see. If like they didn't have any archer armor upgrades or any range upgrades, then I'd be really excited about the unit. But since they do have upgrades, it's probably not going to be the hottest FC unique unit. But they do have, you know, Chompy, which my spidey senses are tingling and telling me that Dark Age Chompy, since they say they're good against archers, should actually be a pretty interesting like HOANG style build. So the only thing that I see for this civ is an early Chompy rush, and that could be okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing, and also that would synergize with their fallen units, give back cost, because you often are losing a lot of guys to Vils. +10, 2 houses when you build a tower. Yeah, it's basically cheaper towers, kind of like Incas. Should be okay. Okay, let's do the last civ, or the last one that I have in here. And then since I can't figure out how to zoom them up, I'll have this be like actually blow them up nicely. I'll have this be the truly last one. Okay. Muesca? Again, it's too blurry for me to even read. But I think that's what they're called. Archer and Monk Civilization. Advancing to the next age. Ooh, here we go. Costs minus, it looks like minus 50% gold. So that's going to save you 100 gold in a fast castle. So kind of another Lithuanian bonus, which is okay. That's fair, honestly. Settlements cost, solid. Settlements cost minus 25 and heal nearby units. Interesting. Yeah, I could use that to heal my army offensively, so that might be a thing that you do, but not a huge bonus. But settlement, oh no. Oh no, guys. You know what that means? You guys know what that bonus means? I'm terrified of that bonus now. That's a Dark Age bonus. That's a Vil fighting bonus. Settlements healing villagers? It doesn't say it unlocks in Feudal Age. We've already learned that this is a bad addition to the game. You can't have Vils regenerating in Dark Age. It's no good for the game. So that's a thing. People are going to use that against me. I'm going to have to fight nasty Vil wars with next to settlements. This sounds terrible. Yeah, like go forward, drop a settlement on your opponent's berries, and then it's just your berries. They can't fight that. That's brutal. That's an oh no moment for me. I'm very concerned now. And also, okay. Thank God the Chompy Warrior doesn't have a Dark Age bonus. Chompy Warrior, but that kind of is a Dark Age bonus because you could easily have Vils forward with Chompy Warriors forward in Dark Age. Man, honestly, my hot take on this whole next expansion is that it's going to be a lot of Dark Age war. It's going to be like Vil fighting and Chompy. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Chompy and archery range units, yeah, +1 melee armor. Nasty. Monks regenerate faith. Oh no. Oh no, I don't want to see that. Monks regenerate. It's not actually that crazy of a bonus. Oftentimes monk die pretty quickly after converting, but I don't want to see any good monk sips ever. Caravan and guild are free. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. Unique text, herbalism, archer, line, and chompies move faster. It's fine. I'm not really going to use that. Slingers +1 range, train faster. Natural gold sources last longer. Okay. Yeah. They seem like a really good bill rushing civ. If I scroll right, what's right? Let me scroll right. Oh, I forgot about their unique units. Guecha Warrior, the Skirmisher, and the Temple Guard, the Infantry. So the Temple Guard comes out of their barracks. Yeah, there's a Temple Guard. Again, very pixelated. So that could actually, I hear that it's just like a durable frontline unit. And depending on how they define durable, it could be good. If it's high pierce armor, it's good. And this skirmisher unit, I forgot about this. They said that it's just expensive, but it has a high attack value. So if it is truly just a skirmisher that deals like, I don't know, 10 damage, like a Chukanu, that would be good, obviously. So, yeah. It'd be quite good, actually. And I also like to see that, I also like seeing that they say, well, actually, that doesn't really matter that much. And of course, they get a full monk tech tree. And of course, their warriors, their temple guards can train out of it. So the temple guard monk thing could be good, especially if they're like anti-cav. That could be honestly a fair rush. But yeah, I mostly see this as a Vil fighting civ. I think they're going to have to instantly nerf that bonus. I do not think that would be a fun bonus to fight. They're just going to... I mean, how would you beat regenerating Vils in Dark Age? It doesn't have an answer. Go right and check out the settlement. Okay, let me check out the settlement. I'm going to guess it replaces like a mill or something. Oh, settlement. Okay. Yeah, it replaces a mill and a lumber camp. Replaces everything. No mining camp, no mill, no lumber camp. They're all out. Just a settlement. That probably tells me it's actually not going to be too much more expensive than a lumber camp or a mill. Like sometimes you can have just like a mill be more expensive, like the poles, but you probably can't have all three. So this is probably just going to cost 100 wood. Crazy. Because 100 wood to take your opponent's berries and win every single Vil fight in that area sounds strong. You can do the exact same thing on a wood line. You can do the exact same thing on a gold or on a stone. And they also cost 25, so 75 wood to win every Vil fight in an area. And usually Vil fights are done over areas. MATZE, what is... I mean, your mind is going to the same place as mine with this civ. This is a Vil fight civ. 100%. I don't care about any of their other bonuses. They're never going to make it out of Dark Age. And their opponent's never going to make it out of Dark Age. It's just going to be Chompy Warrior and Vils. And that's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. I do not look forward to fighting this civ. MATZE, you know the way. Our minds go to the same place. You enjoy the sound of that, and I hate the sound of that. But we both went there. I went there out of fear, you went there out of love. I hate Vil fighting, if you guys don't know. It's one of the things I don't like playing against. It's really annoying. But yeah, this is a Vil fight civ. It's a MATZE civ, let's say it that way. Yeah, that's crazy. Can you garrison in these? Thank God you can't garrison. Even Khmer in a way are a Vil fight civ. So like the other guys who can garrison in their settlements, honestly, they can be a Vil fight civ as well. This seems crazy fast castle time. No, they seem fine for a fast castle. Okay, well, those are the civs. This civ we're gonna play this unit, the Bola Rider. This civ, we're gonna play the skirmisher unit if it's good, the one that comes out of the castle. Oh wait, it's over here. This one. Wait, is this the skirmisher civ? What's their unique unit? Oh, Blackwood Archer. This civ, we're gonna play maybe this warrior, the warrior that comes out of the barracks. What is it called? Okay, it's too blurry for me to read it. And then this civ, we're gonna play full Dark Age Bill fighting. And those are the civs. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, guys, we had a lot of fun. We climbed a lot of elo. We did some silly things. Yeah, the Crambit Archer, it might be good, but probably isn't. Foot Archers in general aren't that good for fast castles, but it could be okay. I will have to test. This is all vibe space, guys. I could be wrong about any of this because I haven't even touched any of these units. Anyway, I'm gonna raid. Who am I gonna raid? T-West, probably. I'm gonna raid T-West. Have a good one, y'all.